Welcome to Overtime with the Oregonian. I'm Jen Burley, joined by Pete Christopher, and we're going to recap week 5 of Oregon high school football, and let's start none other with our game of the week. It was number 5 Jesuit and their 49-44 win against number 8 Westview. The Crusaders made things certainly interesting at the end. It was a great game. Pete, you were there. What did you think?
Yeah, it was really interesting to kind of see this contrast of styles between Jesuits' traditionally run-heavy offense and Westview, as our esteemed colleague Danny Moran put it, their Ricky Bobby offense. That's no punts, onside kicks. It was kind of a fun battle to watch, and even with the contrasting styles, it was a shootout. It was 49-44. Jason Talley had a great game for Jesuit. 4 touchdowns, 198 yards on the ground. And on the other side of the ball, Austin Brisby for Westview had a great game himself. 328 yards, 3 touchdowns through the air. It was really a fun game, and if nothing else, it showed that Westview probably is still a top 10 caliber team. Yeah,
Jordan Talley stepping in there at running back, where Chase Morrison usually carries the load for Jesuit. So we'll be interested to see next week who's in the backfield for the Crusader. That's nice that they have both those weapons, though. Another game that we're looking at is Lake Oswego. The Lakers they defeated Canby last week, and they're looking really sharp after getting all their players back, and they're definitely a team to watch. Are you a believer in the Lakers, Pete?
I'm holding on Lake Oswego right now. They've looked really good since coming back to full strength. They've got their 9 players returning off that suspension. Since then, they've put up a lot of points. They beat Tualatin 47-7 and a good Canby team 38-14. But their next 2 games, they have to go at Tigard and against Sherwood. And those are really good teams. I think LO should be competitive, but I'm holding on my opinions until after those 2 games at least.
That's definitely fair. We'll see how Steve Corey and his Laker team does. We'll keep an eye out on them these next few weeks. Any injury updates for me after Friday?
Yeah, the biggest one would be Jonathan Boland out for Parkrose. He left the game in the first half and didn't return. Parkrose lost to Liberty team. Boland injured his back, it seemed like, in the first half. This was the same Liberty team that knocked him out of the playoffs all of last season. He told our own Nick Dashel that he should be back this week. It shouldn't be that big of a deal, but it's something to keep an eye on, at least going into week 6.
We will definitely be keeping an eye on that. And let's transition now to our top performers from week 5 of Oregon high school football. I would like to start with Sheldon's Kellen Strom. Now, the wide receiver turned quarterback for Sheldon. He racked up 352 yards in 5 touchdowns in the Irish's 34-7 win against Roseburg on Friday. And then I have to give a thumbs up to Wyatt Smith of McMinnville. He completed 14 of 28 passes for 328 yards and 4 touchdowns in the Grizzlies' 42-39 loss to McNary. Pete, who do you have for me?
I got Cole Wilson for Wilsonville. Who else? 305 yards on the ground on 20 carries, 4 touchdowns, and a big 52-13 win for them. Javen Applin, quarterback for Grants Pass. Huge game. 5 touchdowns, 346 yards. They beat South Medford handily, and they're looking like a strong team still, have all season.
Those are some pretty big numbers. An impressive week in Oregon high school football. And now we would like to announce our game of the week for week 6. It is none other than West Lynn against Sherwood. We're very excited about that matchup. So make sure to come back here at OregonLive.com throughout the week to look for our updates and reports on our game of the week. And you'll also want to look out for our new 6A and 5A media polls. They will be out Wednesday. That's it from us. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you next week.